Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for another Kickstarter replay cast. Our hero for today is Knight 1301. This one features some good friends of the studio gods. A man that you have a personal acquaintance with.
Yes, Mr. EternalEnvy.
EE-sama.
A.k.a. Mr. McMuffin Stealer. We're going to hop right into the game because a level 1 Roshan's going on, though.
It's Luminous Inverse on the Skeleton King. EternalEnvy, Heart Ainaba on the Templar Assassin. He's taking a point in Meld, I believe, and not using it currently. The minus armor still applied. Now he'll drop it in Crack Smoke, handling your Kunkka. Not sure if Shamanics or what-ups on the Windrunner. That puts Rave Master Z onto the Vengeful Spirit. On the Radiant side, we have Alan Chi playing the Earthshaker. Dragon Fist on the Tinker. The Yaten Gulan Piz Grande on the Witch Doctor.
Impressive.
The Scarlet Haze on the Anti-Mage. This is our hero, by the way. EternalEnvy had very kind words for him after this game. Very praising of his play. Silkwood on the Weaver and the level 1 Roche shortly to be completed.
Success.
This is pretty sad, guys. You're in-house and you're stacking the teams, and then you're also level 1 Roche. Come on.
Bullshit, he says. I agree, that is bullshit. What is this Envy stacking against their viewers or whatever it may be? And, well, level 1 Roche.
I'm just gonna make it my goal this game to say Witch Doctor's name as many times.
Look, this is like Envy, like, you know, all those like Reddit threads about how he'll pause a game when his career's about to die just so he can get on his quick buy so he can upgrade in time.
That was Demon. That was Demon, not Envy.
No, Envy's done it as well.
Okay, well, Demon's the one who had a Reddit thread about it.
Okay.
At least.
I'm sure someone mentioned
Envy's had Reddit threads about other things, like just being like really mean to his opponent.
He did the tactical pause.
Okay.
The tactical pause, which was like the only like ever like legit tactical pause.
Yeah.
So definitely confirmed.
Even Puppy ain't got nothing on him. And Dragon Fist.
He's just, I mean, he's happy to feed the Aegis. This is like, there's no reason to keep the Aegis this early on. It's easier than just, I mean, you've got to wait for a bottle anyway, so.
I think it's better to try and save it a little bit longer, but he did already use all his mana, so
yeah,
it's a free fountain trip.
At that point, you want to have the Refract up to help you last hit, so. Okay.
So our hero for this game is Knight 1301. He's going to be your witch or your anti-mage, and Envy was apparently very impressed by his anti-mage play. And no, I'm not trolling. Apparently, he had kind words. We didn't get to watch Envy's commentary, but that is what this Kickstarter supporter said. So first of all, thank you, Knight 1301. But yeah, let's. This is a kind of an annoying lane for an anti-mage. Just constant Tidebringer spam. Windrunner, probably the best hero to harass an anti-mage in lane safely.
Yeah.
Outside of maybe something like a Weaver, but.
And they got like the bonus golden experience because of the Roshan to start things off with, so. It's not really fun, but they are going to go on the Windrunner here. Windrunner forced the Windrunner out of this one. The Torrent not going to land as well, and
this is going to be a first blood. Fissures there. It should be, but no. Scarlet Haze or Knight 1301 actually gets fissured away from the enemy heroes. Alan Chi. I don't know. That fissure. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it was questionable. I think they could have killed the Windrunner there if it was on the right side, but they're going to keep on harassing. Windrunner out of mana at this point. He's actually going to be having a tough time actually laning now.
Mid lane, Envy trying to dive for the enemy courier, fails in doing so, tries to go for Dragon Fist, but he's taking a lot of Marks of Machine damage. He's going to man mode through it. He's getting the bottles coming out though from Dragon Fist. Envy has more refraction. Will be force back.
Okay. No kill for, oh, Envy. Is he going straight into the tower here?
Envy.
Tinker's fine. He can laser.
Envy,
and
you are shameless.
Yeah.
Level 1 Roche. Now trying to tower dive a poor Tinker.
Yeah.
A defenseless Tinker.
Abusing the fact he had an Aegis as well as a level and gold advantage here.
Very abusive player.
He's 14 and 6 CS, like the 6 and 2 CS of Tinker, but that's like what you'd expect considering the Aegis being there. Tinker's going to get himself the 2-minute rune, so DD rune actually going to help him a lot with the last inning as well.
Meanwhile, on the Dire side, our good friend Lumi is playing that Skeleton Cane, and what's he going to buy at the side shop is the question. Nothing yet. Sitting on fairly low HP, and Silkwood is on the hunt. He does have access to a single Hellfire Blast. But I think Silkwood, no, if with one more proc, he could actually go for a kill here.
Yeah, if he got one more right-click off, maybe he'd use that next Shikuchi and go in on Lumi here. Lumi does have a stun, so
Lumi could easily give up first blood, and I think he's going to at that. Silkwood going deep. Lumi does get off the stun, but Silkwood, Sakuchi cooling down 3 seconds ago. It's even tangoing through the trees. He's taking a lot of damage. This is going to be an all-or-nothing scenario. Lumi gives up the first blood. Lumi, please.
There's a Shikuchi in a second. Can he actually get out of this one? He's got Shikuchi. Oh, so close. He almost survives that as well.
Yeah, that was just really greedy from Lumi to be farming like at the enemy tower.
Standard. Expected, as Alan Chi points out.
Standard.
I hope Lumi wakes up and watches his own game. He's actually asleep right now, but we'll flame him so hard that he wakes up mid-cast just to watch the rest of himself getting beat down. At least I hope he gets beat down.
Well, it was a viewer. It was our Kickstarter contributor submitted replay, and the track record has been they submit games that they win and usually have impressive plays in. So we'll see. But right now it's looking pretty good. Bottom lane right now, our hero is 12-7. Oh, mid lane they descend on EternalEnvy. This is some hate for him, but he's gotten Dragon Fist. I don't know if he gets out of here alive. No mana for a meld. Silkwood does have Sakuchi cooling down. In comes your Windrunner, but Silkwood on the hunt. Envy, where's that Bottle Crow when you need it? He's going for the Invisor, and then he's gonna get it. Envy lucks out yet again.
Yeah, Silkwood maybe going to change target here for the Windrunner. Gonna Shikuchi on after still. Fissure is no mana.
No points in the Swarm yet, though. Only level 4.
Yeah, looks like Windrunner should be okay. May have to use the Windrun if... or I'm trying to just bait the Weaver into diving this tower.
But Envy's now got his bottle and some bottle charges. He's coming back in. This could go the other way in a hurry. The missiles come through, but it's only a level 1 missile from the looks of things. Shaminator falls, and Envy not getting much done. I gotta say, Silkwood creating quite a bit of space this game, God.
Yeah, gets the first spot at top, rotates towards middle lane, getting some kills here. He's doing really fantastic.
And now our hero is starting to step up his farm a bit. I gotta say, Yoten Gulan Piz Grande is not doing much to zone him out, though. He's just letting that Kunkka stay around.
Look, he's been a pal. He's being a bro. He's gone for Voodoo Restoration by level 3. Like, not many Witch Doctors will do that for you as an anti-mage.
Oh, I just max Maledict, yo. Forget, don't even max the cast first. Just max Maledict for maximum chaos potential. That's the best build.
Mr. Yoden Gulap has decided to get some healing.
It's Yoten Gulan Piz Grande. I just really want to say that.
Yoten. Wow, okay. I don't even know what's going on with
I'm
that.
probably mispronouncing it a bit, but just saying the whole mouthful is fun.
No, I think you did pretty well there.
Dragon Fist taking a lot of damage, but he does manage to barely get off the laser. Now he's got to juke through the trees, drop the marks of machines, but the fissure block from Island Chi. This is definitely a plant. And shame on Envy, shame on Lumi. It's not bad enough that they level 1 Roche. It's not bad enough that they stack the teams. They've even planted a spy on the enemy side.
Oh man, this Earthshaker. He was flaming Lumi earlier, but he's got a lot of flame coming his way after that fissure. That was just
No, he's doing his job. His job is to sabotage this Radiant team on behalf of his kawaii overlord, EternalEnvy.
Well, we'll see what our hero Knight has to say. He's ring of health on the anti-mage, up to level 5. Not going for stats, he's going for a more aggressive mana break build. I do quite like this, as far as being aggressive and just making sure Kunkka never able to get off a torrent in lane.
Yeah, and it's just a melee here at this point. The Windrunner's left the lane, so I like the build in general, and he's going to get his farm. 28 and 8, all of a sudden on top of the farm charts. And in comes enemy middle lane, just constant aggression for him. But onto Dragon Fist, who promptly drops a laser. The cast, look at it go! But Envy should be okay, and now, looks like Shamanix or What-Ups is backing off, and it's Alan Chi, who might be feeding again. No, the trap's there. In comes your Vengeful Spear, and Raven Master's on the hunt.
That Voodoo, man. This is the next level Yoden Gunlap Grande plays.
You're missing the Lapis.
Lapis?
I think it's Peas.
Lapis.
I'm sure we have someone who actually speaks the language playing me right now.
What language is this?
I believe it's Spanish.
Really?
It's either Spanish or Portuguese, I think.
Yoden Gunlap Grande.
I think so.
Something is big. It's probably something related to his genitalia.
A big phallic object, I'm sure, is the reference there. I gotta say, though, this lane is really hard for an anti-mage. Just because Kunkka has such a high HP pool compared to his mana that even after you burn all his mana, he could just keep on cleaving you, and it really hurts.
Anti-mage,
that high base armor doesn't help you.
Yes.
It's a lot of additional damage. I don't think the poor man's shield actually works on cleave either, does it?
No, not at all.
It's only on direct attack.
Your armor doesn't work, your damage block doesn't work, so this is actually a bad matchup for an anti-mage. He almost like could have gotten away with going Tranquil Boots because of the constant cleave harass, but...
Lumi, despite giving up first blood,
oh, they go in at bottom.
We'll go for Midas, and now Yoten Gulan Piz Grande helping out. Scarlet Haze here drops the Mana Void. The kill should go to him with one more Blink Crack Smoke on the run. Needs to smoke something quick before he dies.
Whoa, is this anti-mage going to die for this? He blinked up with the tower.
Not with the heal.
That Voodoo? Okay, I think it was okay regardless. That's it's level 1 Voodoo. That heals a lot though.
Silkwood, does he have his time lapse? So he's already used it. He'll go down. And Lumi doesn't get on the board. That one goes to Raven Master.
Yeah, Lumi doing his the Midas Rush here. Not the best Midas Rush considering he gave up the first blood. It was like a
8-minute Midas Rush.
Yeah.
Midas rushed indeed. And he also lost his ultimate. Level 1 Skeleton Keynote has an insane cooldown. Like, it's amazing at level 16, it's only a minute, but it's a 4-minute cooldown at level 1.
He's also missing a skill, by the way. Just this is the old patch or whatever, so... Oh, he's missing a skill
the
on
icon.
mine.
The icon.
Okay, mine I don't even have a skill there.
This is the new... I think it's before Mortal Strike. I think he's just leveling up his crit, because I think this is an old patch.
Yeah, this is just normal crit.
Mortal Strike's actually a decent ability.
I don't even have a crit there. I just have a grey box.
Oh, I do too. I'm just assuming it's his crit.
Yeah, yeah. No, you have an actual mana... You have an actual... Oh, okay. You have an actual mana cost with like 3 dots there. I don't even have that on my screen. Getting some the serious bugs coming out today, and that's my
your skill's just like closed.
Yeah, that's my favorite bit about these replay casts.
Folks. Nothing to see. I'm enjoying it. And meanwhile, middle lane, a trap deployed by Envy. But as you pointed out, Laser really makes it hard for TA to do anything except harass without some backup. Still Envy, 41 and 10, but our Tinker, Dragon Fist, holding on nicely. Back to our hero bottom lane, who is currently going to man-fight it out with Crack Smoke, full mana. He honestly just would rather not have mana in this lane. He's not going to kill Anti-Mage with it, and all it does is get him damaged a lot.
Yeah, and Kunkka actually throws his cleave onto the Anti-Mage, which isn't really the best way to do it, because Anti-Mage has that 5 base armor. He wants to be cleaving off creeps here. He's trying to man-fight Anti-Mage. This is not going well for him at bottom lane. Meanwhile, mid lane, Witch Doctor does get a kill on Windrunner, and this Kunkka, man, he's being zoned out. Anti-Mage doing a great job of just trading blows with him, and with the Perseverance, he comes out on top.
He's going to go for a fairly greedy build, just like a naked Battle Fury, at least starting with the Perseverance. Doesn't have to complete it. Look at it go again, but Envy nicely dodged with the meld, now trying to run. But Sakuchi will quickly start to remove some of those refraction charges. It's a chase for the bottom rune. It does go to Ii-sama, though. And Silkwood, 10 stick charges were forced to treat out.
Yep, Ii-sama drops another trap on that rune, and back towards the middle lane. They've left this Anti-Mage alone, which I guess they're kind of saying, hey, look, we've got Lumi farming away on a carry hero himself, Skeleton King bit.
Skeleton King matches up completely awfully against Anti-Mage, so, like, well, the one thing you can do is have a Soul Ring, and then right before you're about to die, pop the Soul Ring and get off your ultimate, but sometimes you just end up losing the mana anyway, depending on how much you're healing and stealing back, so...
Yeah, if you're stunned up at the time, you're not getting off or something. But
I honestly feel like the ult just shouldn't cost mana. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. Yeah. Like, Ursa's ult doesn't cost mana, you know. It could happen.
At least at, like, early levels. I think maybe, like by level 3, when it's got that short 60-second cooldown, maybe it should cost mana. But
maybe. Yeah. Crack Smoke, though, well, he's getting caught out bottom lane. Yuten Golan Piz Grande on the chase, and now wrapping around the other way. There is a blink available. The Maledict ticking through.
It's just level 1 Maledict, though.
Yeah. See, this is the problem with that build. Very problematic.
Well, they zone Kunk out of the lane. Scarlet Haze, our boy Knight, is going to get himself a free empty lane, get himself closer and closer to that battlefield, which is going to keep coming up pretty fast here, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to have he's 55 CS. That's around 12 minutes in, so it's like 5 CS a minute, maybe a little bit less, which against that dual lane and against the Kunkka, very decent CS, I got to say.
Well, Envy's poised on the high ground here. He's looking for action mid.
Yeah, I do want to point out that he's very smart to keep on trapping the Ancients, because you're up against this Radiant Tinker.
Yes.
And you can basically go check the rune and also stack the Ancients in pretty much all in one fell swoop. So, Envy doing a nice job of trying to control this Tinker, but he's just not having a fun game. Constantly dual or tri-lane.
Yeah.
And it's creating a lot of space for our Envy.
His runes constantly being contested. Weaver taking him out one. So Envy's not getting many runes. He's being triple lane mid. It's just ugly stuff. There was an attempted gank on the Anti-Mage bottom. They may actually get him. There's an X, there's a swap. This is...
Alright, so they shackled him.
Cirque du Soleil.
Then they magic missiled him. Then the torrent comes in, but he blinks out of the torrent. And then after that, Kunkka throws out the X. Then he gets X back and then swapped forward, and they just flicks away anyway.
That's an appropriate use of the all chat question mark as well.
Yes, I approve of this.
I commend him for that. Like, you got to know when to time those, and that was well executed.
Gank. Gank is a success.
Roshan attempt number 2 coming out now for the Dire team.
Lumi-sama working on the Roshan with his Midas treads, quickly bringing it down. Ii-sama, the twin gods.
I mean, let's be real here. This is just Lumi answering the calls of his overlord here, EternalEnvy, saying, look, come take Roshan for me, and Lumi's got no choice but to abide. He's going to lose his reincarnation for this, even.
Yeah, this is a very poorly executed Roshan attempt, mostly because Envy's out of mana right now.
This is Struggle Town right now.
Yeah, they will get it. Lumi respawns, and he does have his life steal already. Well, EternalEnvy says, I need this Aegis, baby.
He's probably just going to go instantly blow it as well. It's like, look, I need HP mana, let's just use the Aegis. Suicide mid lane.
I mean, Midas, I almost agree with Midas on Skeleton King, just so your ult isn't level 1 forever, but... Lumi, has he taken a point?
No.
What's going on?
He's got no level 2
Okay, he just didn't skill yet. Because I thought he took a pointed stats there, but yeah. I was going to say, you need to skill the ult. It's very bad at level 1.
Oh, okay, back to the jungle. He's got mice. The Flying Centaurs are back.
Where?
Lumi just killed them. They were Flying Centaurs.
I like how the carcasses are floating as well.
Oh, flying frozen sigil. All right.
So these guys are not, the healing campfires are not flying though. I love these. It's just like a dead body hanging over the Skeleton King. How appropriate that a Skeleton King is surrounded by corpses in the air. Wow. Meanwhile, Scarlet Haze is continuing to farm though. He's almost got like a 15-minute battle fury. It is naked, and honestly, Anti-Mage does at least need boots just to accelerate his farm, and even the treads. But if you get the battle fury, you can start to accelerate. And they have a decent lineup to kill an Anti-Mage. You have X-Torrent, you have Shackle Shot, you've got a lot of single target stuns. Some of them can be blink dodged, but I feel they should have made more attempts on our intrepid hero's life so far.
The one attempt they made was not the best execution with the X-Torrent and the VS swap not really working out, but for the time being, Anthony's getting on the left unnosed. Meanwhile, mid lane, the 4-man EternalEnvy ganks are back. His Aegis has already been used as well. Shackle Shot on the Earthshaker. Can they still bring him down? The Maledict damage is going to be enough. Frozen Silkwood. This guy's been making plays all over the map, and he gets himself another kill.
Yeah, picks up the kill and is still alive now. Your Windrunner surging forward, has a power shot, but can she get in range? No, there's your Fissure too. There's still a power shot available. Lets it fly off the mark. Alan Chi puts on his Nikes and easily jukes away.
All right, well, Windrunner's still in the neighborhood. He's going to be... Actually, no, not a rune spawn, just a trap there. But Frozen Silkwood's really been setting stuff up all over the map here.
Still, of course, our MVP has to be, thus far, our Witch Doctor, Yoten Gulan Priest Grande.
If not just for his name.
Yeah, if not just for his name, indeed. And there's your Battle Fury, 15.5 minutes in. Not the fastest Battle Fury you'll ever see, but considering the pressure he's been under, it's quite impressive.
He got dual lane bottom. He was against a Kunkka harass. Didn't really get a lot of support. So with Kunkka constantly cleaving him, it seems like a pretty good time to have that out. I don't think he needs to sort of look to go into the jungle just yet. He'll want to keep farming his treads, get his Quelling Blade, before he starts blinking around trying to accelerate that farm.
Yeah, actually has the Quelling Blade, but yeah, definitely needs at least the boots and ideally the tread. So, meanwhile, middle lane, Envy coming in. Went for a Blink Dagger, looking to dive Alachi. He will jump in. Does not get off a Meld Strike yet. Now he'll unload it. One more hit will secure the kill. Meanwhile, where's Lumi? Farming the jungle. Got his armlet. Nice little pickup on a Skeleton King, but the bottom tower, a much bigger pickup going to our hero, Knight 1301. And now, well, the treads are almost ready. He's got the boots. He'll have the Belt of Giant Strength after that creep, or the Gloves of Haste. And once the treads come out, your farm really does pick up. Yeah,
this is an Anti-Mage who has not been slowed down all too much. The Tinker's also doing pretty well. Has his Boots of Travel up and is causing some problems. He can be ganked by a tier with Blink, but once he's got maybe a Blink Dagger of his own, he can get out of there pretty okay. Laser's actually really annoying as well as a TA player, so there's a number of answers for this EternalEnvy TA.
Yeah. And I think one of them will be our superior Anti-Mage play we're about to see. Yeah. Hasn't come out just yet, but he's been solid so far.
TP's
top lane, big action breaking out Envy. He'll use Refraction there to block a rocket, delaying some damage. And Dragonfish just spamming March, so now it's basically just the waiting game for the Radiant team. They'll just want to continue split push with Tinker, maybe group up and go for some kills here or there, but all the while, it'll be our hero Anti-Mage farming away.
Yeah, he's split pushing, doing a great job of that. It's going to be constantly the Dire team forced to come back and defend these lanes from the Anti-Mage split push. And right now, they'd rather be fighting, they'd rather be going for towers of their own, but they've got to constantly defend. And Skeleton King, like you said, not only does he not match up well against Anti-Mage one-on-one, he's also not good at really counter push or dealing with an Anti-Mage split push.
Yeah, doesn't have any AoE to speak of. Didn't go for a Battle Fury, which generally is not a very good item on Skeleton King. You just want to get the fast armlet and start going for crits, but their counter push in general is mediocre. And I feel like this is a game where we need like a Windrunner Shadowblade on the Dire side, just some sort of like way to sneak up on the Anti-Mage.
You need that EGM 19-minute Orchid.
19-minute Orchid would do it, but if this Windrunner went for an Orchid, I'm pretty sure he'd have a Manta and a Vit booster before the Orchid even came out. And that's the best. Silkwood jumping in on the top lane. The Sentry Ward deployed, but he says, screw it, I'm going in. Gets the kill. Rockets rearmed, crashing through again. Now Yoten Gulan Piz Grande in the fight. Drops the Maledict. Echoes there as well. And they're clean in house. Meanwhile, a double damage rune for our hero. They'll go back to bottom.
Yeah, these supports for the Radiant team are creating a lot of space there. Yoten Gunlap Please Grande, as well as the Earthshaker from Alan Chi. Alan Chi, well, he had that one bad feed, but he's turned things around, man. This Radiant squad are going to get themselves a T1 tower. Anti-Mage still farming the jungle, accelerating his farm. He'll have a Mantis Style in no time at all.
Meanwhile, Ii-Sama been thwarted. That tri-lane mid, very effective at shutting him down.
That's with like 2 Roshans, 2 Aegises, which he's used to help him lane.
He probably got pulled. Did I ever tell you about the game where Envy got pulled a bottle?
You say the game as in singular game.
Is this a frequent occurrence?
Oh yeah. This has been like so many times on his stream. Like he'll play with viewers, and like it'll be like a condition, like his viewers have to buy him a bottle or something.
Yeah, I've seen him start with a bottle, pulled Tango Salve, and then he bought like a race band and 2 branches on top of it. And it was for a safe lane Shadow Fiend. He didn't even really need the bottle, right?
When the Lord EE Sama comes a calling, you better deliver. Otherwise, well, I don't know what he's gonna do. You have stood up to this man and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, very few. Very, very few. And fewer as the days come by. Oh, he's now part of Speed Gaming. Not quite as intimidating as Kaipi, but we'll see what he can muster.
It's going to be a lot more challenging them, I'm sure, with that weak name. But it is going to be an attempted push at the bottom lane, it looks like, from this Dire squad. Lumi, our boy, is leading the charge here.
Well, our boy just got fissured in the face, and he didn't like the taste of it. Now Silkwood thought he had the time-lapse dodge that stun. Did not, in fact, but he gets shackled to a tree for his trouble, and the crits come out. But it's actually going to be an anti-mage with a huge slam jam ultimate. Kungabo coming in. He'll stand and he'll take it to the face. Ooh, I don't know about that choice. Luminous inverse. He does pop his ult. He will fall. He buys back immediately. Our Weaver does. Gets back into the fight. Silkwood right into another feed. Is this a throw? This is feeling like a throw.
They were close to winning that fight with that great play coming out from the Earthshaker with some of those stuns, but Antimage didn't get off enough right clicks. Lumi had like 160 mana when he died. One more right click from an Antimage, he wouldn't have got off that reincarnate, and they lose the Tinker as well into the tower. Complete wipe.
The twin.
Kunkka.
Meanwhile, Kunkka dying to the March, I believe, on the way out.
Yeah, the March plus tower. Wow.
So the twin Sama stepping their game up. Now Lumi, he'll take a Maledict to the face. Now he marches in, but there will be chain stun. He dodges one stun. No, it still hits him. Now he's going strong, going for the right clicks. Envy cleaning house. This game looking hard all of a sudden for the Radiant. They will lose the Witch Doctor. Lumi, armlet, armlet, armlet. Doesn't need to.
I want to see this armor toggle. Luminous inverse. Please, chat, do your worst. He deserves it. Like, I want to see the most horrific stuff Twitch chat has ever delivered. Needs to be said right now.
I'm not casting this replay anymore. This is disgraceful. This is the old armlet. This is the old armlet.
Oh.
Meanwhile, our anti-mage is finding kills.
There's
the comeback begins.
Look, Lumi, I don't know when we're gonna. I don't know if we can have him show his face on stream again here after like a performance like that.
Well, apparently Knight 1301 wants his identity kept secret, but I've already revealed it, so we'll have to see. This is one of his many smurfs, he said.
Oh, okay. So. Sorry about that, Knight. He's
secretly Dendi, or Havost. Not sure which. He's actually farming decently well. I mean, 135 CS. That last fight, not the best execution. And the one downside is he didn't go for burning build. He has been leveling up all his skills, so he's a little bit vulnerable just to the physical damage of this Dire squad. And they do have a lot of physical damage. A lot of minus armor, Kunkka Cleave, which ignores your armor. It's a tough game to be an anti-mage. He'll need quite a few items to take it late. You're just not even... Gods is still in shock, guys.
Look, that armlet toggle was...
Chat is still talking about...
I don't know.
This is old armlet. Like, there's no cooldown. You just double tap the button. And there was like 2 creeps there.
He didn't even have to fight. He decided, like, I'm going to turn around and fight these creeps. But he didn't even have to. He could have just ran.
That's a dead wind runner. Yeah, she dead.
I don't know. That
U10 Gulan Peace Grande. He delivers again.
Yeah. This Witch Doctor's creating as much space as possible for our boy Nike to get his farm going. And
him and the Earthshaker. Alan Chi, after his casual feeds and fails, has decided to step his game up a little bit.
Yep.
I would like to see Mr. Scarlet Haze in a lane more often, actually pushing and applying pressure. He's spending a little too much time in the jungle for my liking, but he knows best. He's our hero.
He's being very efficient. He's blinking around, not wasting any time at all. He hasn't gone for the stats build, but he hasn't needed to. He's only died that one time at bottom lane. In general, he's been fine, even sitting on 900 HP. It hasn't really slowed him down at all.
Now, that was a mistake. As a team player, you should be killing all the camps, not leaving any for your team.
Yeah. Anti-Mage team play comes from taking everything the team wants. But there's another Roshan taken by EternalEnvy and Mr. Luminous Inverse, the Sama brothers.
The cheese goes to the twin Samas. The twin towers of Sama. And here they come, right in the middle lane. Deso is up on Envy. Lumi sitting on AC. It's mass minus armor. And everybody is about to be caught. Wrapping around his EternalEnvy. Lumi stopping off to use his Midas. No, couldn't use it. And Envy says, we're supposed to be getting kills, my brother. But Lumi's not there. They do manage to get one. Envy just cleaning up while Lumi tries to find creeps to Midas. He does use it. He gets that value. Now U10, Gulan, Freeze Grounding, not so successful in running away. Envy, though, barely refracted and mech back up. Will survive. Our anti-mage wants to fight.
Yeah, I think it could be split pushing right now, but he wants to go in. He sees EternalEnvy nice and low, but Envy does
now
have
he's
the
gonna
ages.
split push.
Yeah.
Backstabs the creep wave. Envy says, buddy. And he'll be forced to run.
Took a lot of damage there. He's going to make his way towards bottom maybe, but he also needs to heal himself up at the same time. Well.
That was a good idea, but he should really like pull the wave before he actually hits it.
Yeah.
So
and
make sure that the TA can't actually jump on you, or just be pushing the other lanes.
Well, he blinks all the way down towards bottom. He's just going to TP home instantly, and with good reason, because the TA and Windrunner were hot on his heels. They knew he was going bottom to either push or at least get himself some more farm, and he's going to be healed up. Maybe he can fight this middle lane. Lumi is alone, and well, not so much alone. He's got the Kunkka there, but they're missing 2-3 of their core heroes.
I like how Lumi is running, and now what? How did that not bounce? No vision, I guess.
Yeah, you need vision. The fish are not going to land as well.
Lumi just runs in. Man mode is on the case, and he'll try and win this one all by his lonesome. Scarlet Haze getting critted. Everybody getting critted. Oh. Lumi is cleaning up.
All right.
6-2 and 6.
Trying to redeem himself, but I feel like this is when Blitz doomed to creep, and you just don't forgive for that. Like there's no going back.
There's no forgiveness. Nothing to be found. Meanwhile, Scarlet Haze, or Knight 1301, back to the jungle, clearing the Ancients, and let's see where he looks to go from here. He's got to be careful. He walks right over an Envy trap. Envy, Lumi, somebody go kill this guy. No, he's going to juke away. Nicely done. Now we'll blink back.
The Assault Crest pickup on Lumi is just, he's massive right now. He's more fun than the Anti-Mage by a big margin as well. 5k gold ahead of Anti-Mage, in fact.
Yeah, they've taken 3 Roches. They've got 1, 2, 3 towers to the actually 3 of the Radiants. That's even, and they're up 3 kills. So mostly just the Midas and the Roches.
Oh, Envy wants more. He's going in. He's diving. He's got the Aegis. Can he get this kill though? Chain Sun under the tower. So there goes the Aegis.
Envy raging at his stream, raging at his teammates right now, and Lumi just kind of hanging around. They're looking to focus him down. Not going to be able to now. Lumi looking for Silkwood. Can't succeed at that. I would like to see our anti-mage in the lane. Rave Masters.
A lot of damage. Weaver wants his kill, but Weaver gets caught up by Central. It's the Witch Doctor cast. Look at it go. It snipes the Vengeful Spirit, but he pays for it with his own life. Meanwhile, Anti-Mage still split pushing. I like this. Got the double damage rune up even, and it's going to force some heroes back, because right now, Envy Lumi, they want to be pushing this middle lane, but they're going to have to be forced back unless they want to see this tier 2 tower get traded for it.
And with a Deso as well as an Assault Crest, they should just be able to take towers. Like, you should be fighting right now, but they're pushing into March, and Lumi doesn't have a BKB, so lots of other ways to stop him from hitting towers, like the laser and just the general nuke damage, the stuns coming out. And our anti-mage finally starting to make some headway here. This is going to be all of a sudden, now a Manta style out, and this is where things get hard. There's not too much AoE on this Dire side, and it also just accelerates your split push. And Lumi, without mana, may not be as hard to kill as what he normally would be.
Yeah, he's going to be very careful. And the constant Tinker just March rocket spam is actually preventing this tier 2 tower going down, so it's not even a trade.
Even when he armlet toggles, it's just
whoa,
like,
the red X's. Did you get that? Envy?
I missed it.
Oh. Envy almost
I didn't even
down.
see that. I was watching Lumi almost mess with his armlet toggle.
They lose Envy. Lumi.
There's no mana void. Already been used. Lumi's starting to drop. He's got cheese. He's got cheese. He doesn't need it. The ult barely having mana for it. Now a buyback from Envy. Lumi-sama back into the fray. But everybody's slowly working him down. The anti-mate's still alive, chasing for kills right now.
Laser's so good against this. It means Lumi just can't
Where's
attack for a couple
BKB,
seconds.
Lumi? Where's your BKB? He went for a blink dagger instead, and he is being punished for it. At least for now. He does manage to pick off the Weaver, and a cloud of red X's descend on the game. Lumi lasered up again. Where's that BKB? Where's that BKB? No BKB. Down he goes. You tango, you la piz grande. Gets the kill.
Oh, Envy's back though. Envy going to snipe one. He gets the Earthshaker. Now sort of forced to run away from the Anti-Mage. Actually, Anti-Mage's going to be the one running away. He's out of mana.
There's your blink dagger for Tinker.
Yeah.
Went Dig on this game, which is normally a pretty bad item against the farm Skeleton King TH, since they should have BKBs, but they don't.
Yeah. And as long as you have the Blink Dagger, that's the main thing. Keep yourself alive, get lasers off so they can't actually right-click people. Like, every time Lumi's getting laser, that's a couple seconds where he just cannot attack.
He'll continue to push this top lane, and
I gotta say, though, again, like, Lumi dying there, where was the armlet toggle? Like,
don't know.
His armlet toggling is
I don't think he plays Armlet Heroes very often.
disappointing. To use some of
I'm okay if he messes it up in a fight though. Like that's one thing. But when you mess it up just to you die to a range creep and a siege creep, that's not so fun.
Envy on the run here, pops an Invis rune. Doesn't look like they have any vision of him.
They do fissure him. They actually could have killed him with the laser.
They didn't see him. I think that was just a blind fissure.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's
not even a blind fissure. It was just like a fissure for creeps, and Envy gets a kill, blinks out, taking advantage of their stream viewers.
Yeah, they probably need to think about a gem.
Antimate's back, split pushing top lane.
Yeah, gets the tower. 2,300 gold.
It's the Manta Style. Whenever that Manta Style's used, the red X's just... It reminds me of Bubble Trouble. When you shoot the bubbles, they just explode into more bubbles.
That's a great reference, Gods. Really great.
Have you not played Bubble Trouble?
No.
You know what? Oh, Bubble Trouble's a great game.
Let's see whose side the chat is on.
We should have subscriber games where instead of playing Dota, we play Bubble Trouble.
Bubble Trouble.
After this game, we'll play Bubble Trouble together on stream. I will teach you the ways. There's a 2-player mode.
Okay.
Well, you need to be on the same computer, but don't worry, we can just share a keyboard.
That sounds very uncomfortable.
No, don't. The game is fantastic. You're gonna work together as a team, which we'll probably suck at, but
Bubble Trouble
we're gonna have Bubble Trouble team play here on the BTS stream.
Jesus.
It'll be fantastic.
Jesus.
Double the trouble.
At least Ace will be there to save me. That's the good thing. I'll get my bailout from
Yeah,
Ace.
we'll only have like 10-15 minutes of it. But.
Knight 1301, continue to pick up his farm. Lumi-sama, no longer very far ahead at all, and I have to really question this Blink Dagger against March the Machines, against Rocket Spam, against the Swarm, against Fissure. How are you actually getting a range to use this thing? It's just to accelerate his jungle. He wants to be anti-mage too. I mean, you can become anti-mage if you just want to get a Diffusal Blade and a Manta, but Lumi's half-assing it.
Well, anti-mage is at it again. The split push continues, and there's just no answer. TA hasn't got the items to farm to fight anti-mage. Lumi can't fight him. No, who's actually fighting him?
Lumi can fight him, but the problem is that this anti-mage is not going to die to Lumi.
Yeah. My Dota 2 disbanded.
Gods. Well, you can cast off my screen. I guess you could try to get back in the replay. Up to you.
That's good. I'll catch up.
But our Dire squad just grouped up middle lane, and this could be Q to go. Teammates blinking through the trees. Very efficient jungle route. That's a good blink to know. You can walk right over here and then blink up to this camp, rather than having to walk around or anything like that. Or just a little bit more efficient. So reasonably efficient jungling, I have to say overall. I'm suitably impressed.
And going for raw HP with the heart build is probably the right way. Like Butterfly is nice, but it's quite likely there'll be MKBs, and having just raw HP can just keep you alive, give you more chances to split push.
Now Lumi-sama, he's struggling. There's gonna be a Mana Void slammed and jammed. And he buys back.
Lumi,
it's okay. If you buy back before the death notification disappears, it's like you never died.
Radiant's middle tower is
bug.
under attack.
So meanwhile, we'll see more farm going on. Gold experience, very
almost
even.
back to even. Yeah, it was the E-Sama Lumi combo leading for a long time, but it's being turned around now.
I think our hero's got it, man. He's got it. See Scarlet Haze. Envy, where's the items, yo? 120 CS.
Too many buybacks. Whoa, he hasn't actually bought back that many times.
Lumi's the one who's been buying back.
Envy's just been diving for kills. I don't think he's actually got that much CS.
They're gonna get anti-maged, and I know Envy loves watching people get anti-maged. How dedicated is he? Does he love watching himself get anti-maged?
I mean, he had some nice words. It was like, I think it was pretty respectful in defeat. Like, man, this guy,
good split push.
Legit, yeah.
He said he's a legit anti-mage, and he is certainly now. Jumping over the top, gets another kill. Envy, all out of refraction for the time being. Z Scarlet Haze really diving for this one. There is a meld, there are stick charges. Wisely, he will retreat out. On the backside comes your Windrunner. Everybody chasing Lumi. Where's your TP, my friend? Just sitting.
Split pusher.
Yeah, split pushing, but meanwhile, the real split pusher is getting all the kills.
Weaver gonna show up with a stun just in time for this Weaver. Can they actually bring him down?
Still got time lapse. Like, what's he gonna actually do? This is not looking good.
Right.
I think they've lost.
Well, things are not looking good, that's for sure. There's just no answer to the anti-mage. Just before he gets ironed, he goes back in, gets a couple kills here. Lumi is gonna reincarnate though. Can they kill him twice?
Blink coming back in. They're going for the Witch Doctor. Utango, Ulap, he's grounded. Pops his Ghost Scepter. He's gonna live for the time being. Scarlet Haze juking into the jungle.
Yo Tango, please.
Yo Tango, no.
No. No low Tango.
The chat is just all X's now. How appropriate.
Splat.
So now he's got heart. Get your butterfly and your abyssal blade, and the game's won.
Yeah.
2 items to go.
He's en route to it. I don't need BKB. Your only real threats is, in my opinion, the Skeleton King and the Templar Assassin. I mean, sure, there's shackle shots, there's VS stuns, all this nonsense, but man, this look good. I think he dodged a Skeleton King stun or something.
Let's go back and watch that actually, and then we can fast forward. So we're at 37:02. So apparently there was a skeleton. Oh, we should do player percentage.
No.
I do want to make sure that we
the
give
first person.
This was apparently the highlight of the game.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower
Okay.
has fallen.
So there's a Skeleton King stun coming soon. Keep your eyes on our anti-mage. He's gonna manta dodge it. 5 seconds. He's checking the base right now for some reason.
Get an item that hard.
Yeah, look at that value. Now, pining around. He's got Manta here. He's checking bottom lane. Good map control and camera control in general. Although, should probably keep his eyes here.
Which Skeleton
Skeleton gets done. He was already Mantaing anyway. That was not intentional. He was just popping Manta.
He wanted to Manta.
And Lumi threw the stun. I think we were a bit misled here, gods, but it was still nice.
Yeah, we can claim it as a big play.
But not intentional anymore. Still a big play.
For that. Rewind, that replay value. I'm at 34-37.
37, 21. Oh, you're looking at the game clock. Alright, we're coming to you.
I'll just unpause it when you're at it. When you're caught up.
20, 21.
There we go.
Alright, guys, we're back in business now, so the game continues. Roche does go to No Tidehunter. Wow, was he in No Tidehunter back then?
I guess so.
I think they changed replay, so they actually store your name at the time now instead of
back when it was in
your like current name.
That goes to show how old this replay is, I guess.
Yeah. Wow, this is a long time ago. So, well, EternalEnvy, he's got an Aegis, but I don't feel like it matters. I think our Andy mage is too strong.
He's had 4 Aegises this game, and like 4 Roshan kills, you think your team's ahead by a lot.
That's disgusting. 4 Aegises and no win. Come on now.
It's not over yet. Looks like they are going to get a couple kills here, but this is just support heroes. Anti-Mage is just split pushing. They need to kill everyone here. They get the 2 supports, Witch Doctor and Earthshaker, but...
He had a Ghost Scepter that did, but oh well. Andy Mage going high ground. Slicing and dicing. Crack Smoke, he does throw out a Torrent, but that's only going to delay the inevitable. They all got to get back. No TP on Venge, no TP on Windrunner, no TP on EE-sama, and Lumi-sama. It's too late to do anything.
They're gonna get the tower. Every little split push bit of damage here, just causing problems for the Dire side. It's 800 or so damage on the tower that they're not getting back. And
I think this BKB is a little late for my tastes.
Yeah.
36-minute BKB. After his Blink Dagger. That's the big one that you have to...
He needs a damage item on top to be able to fight this Anti-Mage.
He needs like an MKB, and Anti-Mage is gonna... Because Anti-Mage is going to go Butterfly next, most likely. But even then, you could still just get chain bashed once he has one.
Well, as it is, the Twin Samas are showing some mercy to this Anti-Mage, maybe.
Perhaps a little too much mercy. Yeah. Scarlet Hazel eat his way through the jungle. Still showing off some efficient jungle patterns here. Nicely done.
Blinking over, even stealing the enemy Ancient, so continuing to just accelerate his farm. For a long while, he was behind. He was at one point, Skeleton King had 15,000 net worth, and Anti-Mage had 10,000. Now, Skeleton King has gone up maybe 2,000-3,000. Anti-Mage has doubled his net worth. This just goes to show that the power of this Anti-Mage as such a flash farmer.
Now he'll pop his Manta style. In comes your Windrunner. It's actually a really nice shackle, but I think it might not be enough. The Dagon comes out as well. Envy trying to duke it out. Everybody giving chase, but Envy quickly out of mana, barely getting off his refraction, instantly removed by the illusions, and now our Anti-Mage retreats with ease.
Yep. Anti-Mage is
now he's the space creator. Meanwhile, Weaver getting farm top.
Yeah. Weaver's going to be catching up Tinker. Tinker, I think, just needs like a Ghost Scepter. It looks like he's just going to go for a Hex instead, but I like this Ghost Scepters on the Radiant team. Earthshaker probably wants one. The Witch Doctor Ghost Scepter has kept him alive so many times. But as it is, I got to start worrying that. I mean, it's obviously a replay sent in by our boy Knight, and most likely looking towards a Radiant victory, but it's starting to doom closer and closer, it feels like.
Well, I gotta say, our Kickstarter supporters are quite legit, gods. Yeah. Look at these impressive games.
Beating the Two Good Studios, beating the Lumi-Envy combo.
Yeah. Maybe they should play the Staff Cup.
I hope there's no replays of any of our Kickstarter contributions against us in pub games. Where we do retarded shit.
Meanwhile, Yutengo Lapis Grande, he'll pop his Ghost Scepter, but he gets blown up by Envy regardless. They have a Diffusal Blade.
That was a... Yeah, I thought it was in Ghost form there.
It does block the splash as well. I mean, still physical damage. I'm not sure.
Middle tower
Maybe I must have like just run out right as that happened. But either way,
they're trying to breach high ground, but Antimage is split pushing. He's at bottom already, ready to go into this tier 3
got a
tower.
Basher here, so if anyone TP's in, he can just solo them with ease, and even Lumi's not going to be safe from that.
Well, both teams looking to trade here, but nope, there's already a TP back. Windrunner's going to go power shot. This does absolutely nothing. He needs to just get a shackle to slow down the Antimage. He does do so, but
I don't know if it's enough.
Continues.
Meanwhile, they are going to break the base now. Lots of minus armor on this tower will fall quite fast, but Anti-Mage working on the racks. It's a base race already. Tinker bringing down your Vengeful Spirit. Lumi still working on the racks. He's having a lot of trouble. Driven off the lane. Earthshaker lumbering in, has a blink, has an Echo Slam. They've been Anti-Mage. They've been racks to your dire side, and now Scarlet Haze, or Knight 1301 as he is also known, will blink away to safety. He'll come back in for this. Envy does find a kill. Lumi diving deep, but they're about to get fully Anti-Maged in a matter of seconds if they so choose. He's going to go for a Kunkka kill here. He's cleaning them up in the base. Lumi still working on the racks. Gets lasered again. Cannot bring it down no matter how hard he tries. Envy will pick up a kill. Finally, Lumi gets his own. Now your Anti-Mage comes back to the base, but it's a Rax for a Rax.
He wants to go on Envy or possibly Lumi. Lumi, what? Lumi, please, where's the armlet toggle? This armlet toggling
is just horrific.
Oh my god.
He's got Manta Style in 5 seconds, and this is going to be disastrous. I don't think they can man fight him. There's your bash to start. Manta about to come out. Well, they do clear up the illusions quickly. Now Scarlet Haze does have to run. The Swarm gets popped. Yeah. Manta... Lumi needs like an armlet toggling session.
Lumi's skeleton.
The good news is now that there's the delay, his slow reactions will be accounted for, so it matters less that he's slow.
Alright, new armlet was a buff to the Lumi skeleton.
It's a buff. It's a nerf to armlet, but a buff to Lumi.
Yeah, because I mean, Lumi Skeleton King so far has been soft. It's been very weak.
It's a Lumi toggle. That's what they're calling it.
Oh my god.
A Lumlet toggle.
Lumlet toggle. The Lumi toggle.
Meanwhile, Lumi-sama toggling his armlet, and Mana Voided in the face, brought down with ease.
Where was the toggle?
He toggled like when he was not that low, and then didn't have a toggle when he needed it.
They get a couple more kills as well. Look, his Skeleton King softer than Grant's limp dick. That's all I gotta say. In the words of Lumi.
Jesus. Shots fired all over the place. Meanwhile, your BKB out for EternalEnvy, also horrifically late and not very relevant at this point, but he's got one at least.
T2 tower goes down, and it's not even about counter pushing right now. They're just straight up 5-manning down middle lane.
Now BKB from TA, but the Ghost Scepter late again. Witch Doctor a bit drunk at the wheel, so too is the Earthshaker. Nobody could do a thing here except run. But the BKB is going to wear off. And we might see Knight 1301 re-engage, or maybe he'll just go top and rat it up. Ooh. No Tidehunter getting that dose of Rat Dota. How fitting. Scarlet Haze, Knight 1301 will take the racks. Now he begins to work, or rather the tower. Now he begins to work on the racks. He'll blink to safety. Where's the X? Where's the Torrent? Where's the Shackle? Where's anything? Horrible chain stun. Horrendous combination here, but they could maybe get off a stun. He does get torrented up. He's still at healthy HP. In comes Tinker. The cavalry has arrived. And now he's going back towards mid. No, he's coming into the fight. He really wants to just backdoor this Rax, but he'll go for Rave Master Z instead. He's going to get a bash, and that's a kill. That's one down. Now he blinks out, playing it very safe while Silkwood gives chase. Crack smoke. Not long for this world. Silkwood continues to deliver.
He can just TP out. Laser and TP from Dragon Fist. Oh, he's not going to make it. The Tinker going to get himself brought down. But meanwhile, our hero Anti-Mage is on a bit of a rampage here.
Sends the illusions in. Now Envy hiding in the tree line. There is no detection for him yet.
This is like that shitty digest moment where we have some Mozart playing in.
They just
big plays.
Yeah. Now the Abyssal Blade comes out. Cow is dying from all these plays. And
22 and 3 on
Sama. That Abyssal Blade now going to work at Scarlet Haze, but the BKBs, he's going to get crit lorded to death by Lumi. That was like 3 or 4 crits.
He's got no buyback. Is this where NTH, EternalEnvy, goes straight down the middle lane, looks to get some Raxes, win the game, because there is 90 seconds, no Anti-Mage.
No Ghost Scepter.
Did he just throw? Has our boy Knight thrown this game?
It's a counter throw. He wanted to make it interesting for the twin Samas.
He felt bad for Lumi as well.
I bet Envy and Lumi were like threatening to not let him play any more in-houses unless he threw.
Yeah, EternalEnvy up to some shenanigans as usual, and well, they're marching to the middle. Lumi's got 6k gold. Like, he's getting pretty farmed here. The Sama brothers have done well.
Yeah, he's pretty much maxed though, and Now, ultimately, Skeleton King he's a great man-fight carry, but Anti-Mage can just run rings around him.
Tinker can stall this pretty well. Doesn't have buyback, so he needs to be careful, but he'll be skimming.
Are they going throne? I think they're going throne here. I don't know if that's really advisable.
Yeah, drop marches, drop rockets, and just keep spamming the hexes without going down.
Yeah, they're trying to throne against the Tinker and an Earthshaker. Yeah. And a Witch Doctor, who's also good at stopping pushes. Now they'll back off Lumi, though, working on Huts while his team is, or the Creep Wave, rather, while Envy is busy trying to break this tier 3 top. It's not going to happen, and in the middle of the fight comes Lumi. He blinks and he does crit the Earthshaker to death. Nicely done. Now working on the tier 3. It will fall. In comes the look at it go, but does not bounce. And now Lumi, well, there's a glyph. There's a hex. If he starts losing mana here, he could be in trouble. No anti-mage for 15 seconds. They've got to hold on and wait for the respawn. Envy gets 2 lanes of wreck. Lumi starting to drop very quickly. It's not over just yet, but it's looking better and better for the Dire side. They've got 2 lanes of racks, potentially Lumi. He will respawn. They're going to get the range racks. That's 2 full lanes of racks exposed. And now on the backside, it's Silkwood throwing his life away. Did he just... No, he didn't buy that.
Anti-Mage is back, though. Weaver has a buyback if he wants to use it, but I imagine he wants to fit it. There's your blink and slam, and Anti-Mage brings down, not sure if Shamanics or what-ups. As Windrunner takes a fall. Anti-Mage immediately blinking forward, looking for somewhere to split push. He's got a lot of weight to carry. Him and the Tinker played well. This Weaver had a great start, but Weaver actually has, like, no items. Like, in the sense that he's got half an MKB, half a Lincoln's, and a drums. Like, where's your items for 45 minutes in? You need to have at least one big item.
Yeah, he had some nice movement early. Also, to be fair, Lumi was just feeding and being a noob top, so... I mean,
expected.
Farming at the enemy tier 1 with about 300 health against a Weaver,
yeah.
Not with full mana, not very advisable, I would say.
Well,
also, Russia Naked Midas there, not very advisable.
He blinked in as Roshan respawned, and we've got our giant pig Roshan here.
Oh man, this is adorable.
I like it. I would take that home.
He's using a Soul Ring before he tree arm, but in comes Envy, though he's trying to steal this, and meanwhile, it's an Earthshaker out! It's a perfect cast from your Witch Doctor!
At it motherfucking go.
Oh man. Yo Tengo, Lapis Grande delivers! Here comes your boat, your Torrent as well! The cheese on the deck. The Aegis secured by the Anti-Mage.
That Earthshaker says, surprise motherfuckers.
Can I just say, where was Lumi during that fight? He was busy buying his MKB at base, I believe?
Busy disbanding.
No, no! Oh no! He's starting to drop! He does have Aegis here, but he's gonna fall! Manta's coming soon. Can they get off a stun on him? He's got to blink away. He's got to react in time. He will do so, but he blinks back, and now Shaminator, they should be going for a Shackle here. It's gonna connect, surprisingly enough. There's no meld yet. Now it comes through, and he will fall again. Oh no, our hero! No buyback for 5 minutes time. No, he just bought back. Okay. Just bought back. They still have a shot.
Phew. If he didn't have buyback gold there, it is all over Red Rover for this Radiant team. But they're going to march back. One last stand here in the middle lane. Earthshaker, does he he got the cheese. He's got buyback too.
And he's got buyback. Pass it off to the Anti-Mage. Give him the cheese.
Anti-Mage, oh yeah, he's got space. TP there.
Oh, drops the cheese, and Knight 1301 is a man.
Yoten Gulan, please Grande, who wants it. Let's see Witch Doctor. No.
They give it to the Anti-Mage. Nicely done.
Okay.
He is struggling a bit in these fights. He needs his Battle Fury, though. Like, you can't sell it at this point.
He needs a Butterfly. There's no MKB on Skeleton King or TA.
Oh, there is an MKB on Skeleton King now.
Okay. Never mind. There's none on the TA, which I think is more damage than the Skeleton King anyway.
He also did go Basher, which this was, to me, like, clearly a Rat Dota game, and Butterfly's a lot better for Rat Dota.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. But
oh, well. Overall, he still played very well.
Oh, yeah. He's the only hope left for this team, it looks like. The Tinker as well can make some plays with a rearmed Hex, so... Let's see what our boy can do here on the Anti-Mage. He's back to split pushing, back to the Rat Dota.
Blinking and clearing out these creeps like a boss. He doesn't have respawn, or buyback rather, for how long is it? 4 minutes still? 3 minutes, 45 seconds. No Roshan to be claimed for quite some time. It really comes down to his teammates as well, because if they just go on him and there's no Fitcher to allow him to disengage, there's no Cask, like, ultimately, he will not live through the Templar Assassin, the Venge, and the TA all wailing on him.
There's so much minus armor. Yeah,
it's a really cheesy anti-mage counter lineup.
Yeah.
Like, kind of sad.
I feel like if Lumi got, like, an Abyssal Blade instead of the MKB, you'd have even more lockdown. Weaver with the YOLO plays.
Oh, yeah. Now you question what was he going for. Now we know.
Bravo. I applaud you, Weaver. I think they decided, look, we're in...
You get one clap. from gods. You get
They decide they're in some deep shit here, down 4 Raxes, but it's actually still a pretty even game, even though they're down Raxes. But Weaver decides they're in a shit place. They've got to turn things around.
They're gonna walk right in. Witch Doctor directing the entire enemy team. He does get stunned. He pops his Ghost Thunder. Earthshaker, Anti-Mage, all looking to go. They jump on Lumi, and Lumi doesn't get off his BKB. Chain stun, bashed down, and brought to an early demise. And I think with that one leap,
let's go Weaver.
Be
Divine Rapier Weaver chasing everyone down the shackle, not going to latch onto anything. Anti-Mage blinks after Windrunner, and who's trapped here? It's Grave Masters. He's going to be brought down.
That's it.
That Witch Doctor.
There's no buybacks. This is going to be straight down the middle lane, straight for the throne, and I don't think our Dire team has anything left in the tank. It's one small step for Z Scarlet Hage, one giant leap for the BTS Kickstarter supporters. They're about to take down the Twin Sama.
I gotta say, Jotun Gunlap Piz Grande is the unsung hero of this team. He's 6 and 15, but with his dying breath, he got off a cast which chain stunned Lumi. It was bouncing between the Skeleton King and the Templar Assassin, and without that, they don't kill Lumi. He was the hero of that fight.
The Twin Samas have fallen. All hail our new overlord, Z Scarlet Haze, Knight 1301, master of all the realms, and he'll get mega creeps off of this. And now the flames come out. Silkwood, apparently not a very nice guy. Not too surprised somehow.
Look, he's got he's done very. I mean, he's been involved in 29 of these kills, but he didn't get an item until 48 minutes in. But it's now over. No buybacks on the Dire team. The GGs come out, and there we have it. Our last red X's go flying in. What? I enjoyed this.
I enjoyed this. It's great to see the weeaboos take one on the chin for once, gods. You know. Makes me very happy.
I love the other great thing about the bug. Look at the minimap. The giant siege wagons had like these huge hero icons on the minimap. This is just bug-tastic replay casting. Well, watching it, as you said, watching Lumi and Envy go down to our boy Knight here was a lot of fun, and well, what better way?
Well played. Well played.
Next time we see Lumi, I can cast with him. We have a lot of ammunition to throw at him.
I imagine someone has tweeted at him by now about this cast. I mean, alright, the armlet toggle in the middle of like the entire enemy team. If you don't get that off, that's okay. But he died to a siege creep and a rage creep without armlet toggle. Come on, man.
That was.
This was the old armlet. You just pressed the button twice.
I don't know. I'm not sure what went wrong, but Lumi, unfortunately, a bit too much of a burden for his team, it seems.
A burden again. A burden much longer. Guys, once again, we just want to give a big shout out and thanks to Knight 1301 for supporting the Beyond the Summit studio. Hope you're happy with what we've done. It sounded like you already were. He is, by the way, a very big fan of you, me, and Lumi, so he is a fan of Lumi. He might. Hopefully, he doesn't mind all the pot shots we took at him.
Don't worry.
We're going to take a very quick break, guys. When we come back, it'll be time for WPC Ace. It'll be IG versus Tong Fu, a very important match for two teams trying to be at the top of the pack.